Isn't that, well, at least a piece of it? It feels like a weird dream where all the memories are crashing incoherently in your head. Oh, I remember. Everything seemed simpler then. Pierre, I remember it made me crazy. But he knew how to buy me with a few songs. During our travels, we often underestimate the impact of the seasons on the mood of our... Keep it in a sunny and temperate climate, and it will guide you. Plunge him in the snow and the cold, and to shorten his sufferings, his heart will betray you. During our travels, we often underestimate the impact of the seasons on the mood of our faithful companions. Keep it in a sunny and temperate climate, and it will guide you on the right path. Plunge him in the snow and the cold, and to shorten his sufferings, his heart will betray you. Elise, we're going to have to make a choice. And if that's not too much to ask, the good one. Okay, we took the right path. I could question myself whether or not to make a decision, but that would just add one more on my plate. Too easy. I'm going to need something to break those. Completely locked.
Moi je t'aime.
I hope the content of this tape is as cute as it looks. Another of these damned four-legged beasts. I'm going to develop a phobia of horses. Nothing beats the warmth of a fireplace. Our big house in St. Exel is so much harder to heat than our little city apartment. What other cleaning products give you a radiant whiteness like La Chienne Nature? Somebody's gotta clean these plates, and it sure ain't me. It could be a very strange moment. Washing yourself out in the open like that? Where did you put the remote, Pierre? Where? Okay, that one is on me. Our TV is too old to have one. I'll get up and change the channel. Don't move.
Mommy, I like it when you play hide and seek with me. So I'm going to hide the key you are looking for somewhere nearby. And this time, I'm sure you will never find it. Close your eyes and count to 30 up against a tree. These floating things don't look so stable. Okay, I'm going to hide it there. You can open your eyes now.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
We both knew you couldn't resist me. It's locked up tight. it happens. Double bad luck for you. The other manhole is open. I'm going to push that plank. I hate it when it happens. Double bad luck for you. The other manhole is open. I'm going to push that plank. When it happens. Double bad luck for you. The other manhole is open. I'm going to push that plank. When it happens. Double bad luck for you. The other manhole is open. I'm going to push that plank.
Tu m'avais manqué. When it happens. Double bad luck for you. The other manhole is open. I'm going to push that plank. Double bad luck. I'm going to push that plank. Tu es mon seul ami.
Okay, I'm not going to use this towel right away.
if you're listening to this, you are probably the person sent by the office to continue my...
Residents of Saint-Exil, I observe you, and I see great suffering in you. You are deeply sad, and yet you
I have to go back to the church. I'm certainly not done with the place. It was really soporific, but I managed to finish the book found in the church. There is a lot of information about this place and the village in general. It's sad, but it wasn't such a bad evening in comparison. If we go back many centuries, St. Exil experienced a much more sumptuous period. Originally, this village was only a small fishing hamlet by the sea, but it was located on the only road between two larger villages on the coast. It is with the cooperation of four great figures that the village developed and experienced its greatest activity: the Vigneaults, who ensured the agricultural activity of the village; the Derault family, who were dedicated to fishing activities; the Duc de Bliard, who ensured the defense of the village with his soldiers; and finally the Abbot Royot, in charge of the spirituality through its church. Thanks to the progress brought by this collaboration, St. Exil had been able to develop for 100 years. But, sadly, during the following centuries, the village did not know the destiny that we imagined, and this prosperity turned into a distant memory. In remembrance of this period, which still resonates until today, these personalities were honored with the presence of a tomb that are located in the narthex and in the transept of the church. They also built a cross at the end of the Assumption Church that is a receptacle for 4 plates, each illustrating one of the families. Once a year, these plaques are gathered and placed on the cross to allow the inhabitants of St. Exil to have a moment of commemoration for its history and its ancestors. While I was crossing the church to reach the altar, I noticed light coming from an inaccessible room located just below. It's probably a kind of forbidden crypt, but then why would there be light inside? Considering the police are looking for cult members, this would be a perfect place for them to regroup in total secrecy. There's a procedure to follow to unlock the crypt's access, but it's going to be complicated. The door lock is linked to a mechanism inside the memorial cross. If I place 4 commemorative plates, the cross will unlock the door automatically. Well, supposedly, at least. Right now, only one of the 4 plates is inserted on this cross, the one honoring the Duc de Bliard. The others are scattered in various places in St. Exil. I have to go to the church to learn a little more about the other plates. They seem to be commemorating specific families whose tombs are inside the church itself. My investigation is turning into a treasure hunt. How great. Last note. Based on the documents, the key that unlocks most of the doors in the church is hidden at the heart of the cross, and I can already access it. This is very weird. This is very weird, Pierre. I found some ultra-bright and colorful sphere in this village. When I approach it, I start feeling like I'm being transported to a totally surreal world, a blinding world, rather calm, in which the water can go up the waterfalls, like these columns of water. Have you seen them too? Compared to the daily grind, it's a rather pleasant world to sink in. It feels quite cold, though. In this dreamlike environment, I walk through Greek and Roman vestige, just like those we saw on our trips before moving to the coast. I have the feeling of being constantly exposed to things that we experienced in the past. It allows me to cling into many memories of our arrival in St. Exil, and all the events that took place before I was left alone here. Strangely, I have the feeling that time no longer passes when I find myself in this alternate world. Am I imagining this? Am I starting to daydream? Am I totally crazy, Pierre? It was a new beginning. We no longer had a penny in our pocket, but real hope in our eyes. Nobody knew us here. We were really starting from zero. We could have completely changed our ways of being if we had wanted. We had found the house that seemed perfect. At least perfect for us. It was a large building made entirely of wood and stones from the region, and which proudly faced the sea. We had so much space. We were finally able to breathe. And then there was a fireplace that gave such a warm atmosphere. It gave me a quiet yet powerful feeling of serenity since the first day. Well, up until what is happening at the moment. Although, we must admit that it deserves a little refurbishment, or at least a little wiping. The paint has suffered the effects of salt and time, and the holy windows let the wind pass through the whole house. You can hardly see it, but we threw all our last savings into this hole. Anyway, Pierre was only thinking of one thing: take as much space as possible to store his instruments, whether it's the bedrooms, the living room, or even the attic. Today, the garden is in a sad state. It looks like a dump. I used a lot of things that were lying around for tinkering or training. I feel good in this garden, especially right now. It's the only place I know I can be safe. None of these things are going to attack me here. With all the boxes we had, the laziness quickly caught up with us. This explains this feeling of permanent mess or perpetual moving. Life in boxes. Maybe we didn't really dare to open them all. Maybe it was too heavy after all these kilometers between us and people we love. It reminded us of too many things. It reminds me even more today. have to go to this crypt. I feel that I am close to my goal. It won't open from this side. That's one elaborate sundial. Despite its look, I'm sure people can still use it. But I have a watch. Storage room. I am gonna need a key for this one. Completely locked. Tomb of Father Rualt, abbot who watched over the population of St. Exel. He dedicated his life to the village and the population. He distinguished himself in particular by his taste for religious. The large library of the Assumption Church is in his image. Cemetery. Cloister. I could never open that one. Organ and bell tower. I am gonna need a key for this one. It's locked. I can't open it. Tomb of the Duc de Bliard. He was in charge of defending St. Exil's agricultural and maritime activities. The White Manor, an ingenious system initially developed for its moats, made it possible to send water to different parts of the village. Never betrayed by our steeds. I only took a few riding lessons when I was little, but from memory, you can't trust these beasts. So I'm going to have to disagree. It has been condemned by the sect. The De Vigneault Mausoleum. They played an important part in this family. The flower house was once their home, but it is now owned by the town. Tomb of the Dureau family. The fishing activity was. They thus were the first informed of the contents of the merchants' cargoes in St. Exil. An envied position. It must have taken a lot of time to set up all this staging. A lot of struggling souls probably joined the devotees over time. This key will allow me to explore the church a little more. I've seen the same kind of lock around. This letter fell to the ground when the devotees wreaked havoc here. I would like to warn that with the escalation of tensions with the sect in St. Exil, it is very likely that they will come after our church or its parishioners in the near future. Well, you saw that one coming for sure. Cemetery. Cloister.
T-10.
Storage room. During the night from Saturday to Sunday, the property of the presbytery was degraded by the people claiming to be devotees. Given the amount of the damage, the town of St. Exil made the flower house available to its owners as a courtesy residence. They probably wanted to intimidate him, or to keep him quiet. Hello, Francois. I heard the cult vandalized your property. You have my full support in this ordeal. Glad the storage room is useful to someone here. Leave your things there as long as necessary. P.S. Regarding the flower house garden door, the mayor gave me the handle they used to unlock it. I left it here. Can't do that now. Nothing. Too many people have access to this damn bell tower, so the craftsman installed a system for me to block the door. Since I'm the only one who knows about music, you'll all have to go through me. Well, I'm going to need to learn the organ to continue upstairs. If I'm good enough, I'll make a duet with Pierre.
Bugas!
Bell tower. This door seems locked by a complex mechanism. It won't open from this side. I needed that.
Dora?
You are on one of the assumption this panorama has become an emblematic place for those who like to observe the flora and wildlife of the region. Museum entrance. Okay, now I'm intrigued. It won't open from this side. During the night from they probably wanted to intimidate him. Or to keep him. Hello, friend. Glad the store. P.S. Regarding the flower house garden door, the mayor gave me the handle they used to unlock it. I left it here. Completely locked. Vegetable garden and scriptorium. Vegetable garden and scriptorium. The ornithologist observed the behavior of the birds in contact with these weird rocks. Note for the ornithologist experimenting in our vegetable garden. We are happy to lend you a corner of the garden, but please do not occupy the rest of the space. Your birds seem to go completely crazy inside their cages. I've taken it upon myself to release them. It must have taken a hell of a lot of wood to heat this building. I wonder if they spent more time chopping wood or reading. Woodcutter monks. Nothing.
Tu la laisses pas s'échapper.
Abbot Roald commemorative plate. Let's find you a place back on that cross. Let's find you a place back on that cross. Let's find you a place back on that cross. A lot of activity probably took place here in the past, but it quickly became dismal once the monks had left.
Ne m'oublie pas. Oof.
Exponential growth. Do not touch with your hands. Can induce dreamlike experiences. George, with the momentary storm, I wanted to In the meantime, the museum will remain in the dark. Let's try to push it now. Now the system should be unlocked. So you're Nico the robot. You don't seem super friendly for something made to amuse kids. Still, he and the museum look shut down for now. George, with the momentary storm, your windmill system went into safety mode. I wanted to reactivate it, but I couldn't put my... In the meantime, the museum will remain in the dark. George's Museum, for the young and less young. Local museum, artisan workshop, exceptional summer event. Meet No-No the robot and take part in his treasure hunt. Way more welcoming. Special event, Nico the robot. Don't be afraid of the future. 7 puzzles scattered. There's even a tape. This is where I have to put the tokens.
Bugas. Tu es mon seul ami. When it happens. Double bad luck for you. The other manhole is open. I'm going to push that plank. Double bad luck. I'm going to push that plank.
signaux. Tu m'avais manqué.
Welcome to my very own George's workshop. With the participation of the municipality of Saint-Exile, we are organizing a great treasure hunt for youngs and less youngs. 7 of my famous puzzle tables are hidden at different locations in the village. If you succeed in solving one, you will win a token. Don't share the answer with the others. The first to get all the village tokens will have an incredible prize. Nico the robot is there to receive your tokens and reward you accordingly for each piece. Don't forget, there is only one rule to complete my trademarked Jaws table. Put the magnetic ball through the metal hoop. Good luck, and I hope to see you all very soon with Nico the robot. Not suitable for children under 4 years old. Play with moderation.
Not this again. These cabinets were in the lighthouse, too. They record signals coming from the sea. What were they trying to listen to? I recognize this computer. It's in the lighthouse, too. Enter coordinates. What coordinates? These signals they receive, are they talking? Is it even for us? What are you doing here? Is that a message for them? Are they using these antennas?